Hello everyone. We all know schools are temples of learning which provide a balanced education in improving students both physically and mentally. The year 2021-22 has been a challenging year for all the students, but in spite of it, our proficient Priya Pandey's creation is very exceptional in the history of NKES, who scored 96%. So please allow me to welcome her for the exit interview by our very own principal, Srimati Uma Maheshwari Madam.
Let me tell you, right from 5th standard, she was topper in her, in our school we give the Titan wristwatch. Yes. Okay? So in all the 3 sections or 4 sections, when you are a topper, you get a wristwatch. Continuously she has wear the Titan wristwatch. Just imagine. So it is not one day, one time over the night reading that has made her to reach this. Are you all able to understand? Regular hard work, that is more important. Not that tomorrow examination, today night up to 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock we read and then tomorrow morning we write the exam, we become topper. That you cannot reach. She is not just only good in studies. She was very good up to 8th standard. I have seen her participating in dance, participating in drama, as well as she is a good drawing student. She has passed her elementary and the intermediate exam. Because of that, I think 7 marks are added to that. Let me tell her marks to you. She scored in English 96 out of 100, Marathi 95 out of 100, Hindi 94 out of 100, Maths 92 out of 100, Science 96 out of 100 and Social Studies 94 out of 100. So, this makes one thing very clear. She was equally giving importance to all the subjects. There is nothing less. That something is 60, something is 80 and other subject is 90. Not like that. Equally everything. And you know the best of 5 is the beauty of 10th standard mark list. That means out of 600 marks, for example, a person like me, if I get less mark in social studies, the remaining 5 subjects will be counted and that is called the best of 5. For her, Maths is the least mark of 92, which is left and the remaining are counted. So she has got 96.4. And here, whenever I talk to your parents, or to you all, everybody will grumble one thing. 2 years no madam, वो लॉकडाउन था ना, लॉकडाउन में क्या बुक को बंद करने के लिए बोला था? लेकिन बुक ही नहीं था. You just tell me. She was also in the lockdown period. She was also inside the house and it was online classes. Somewhere from, if I am correct, October or November, we started the physical school for 10th and 12th. So, आज के बाद neither from your parents nor from you I will listen this word that those are lockdown. मुझे सुनने का नहीं. Totally, I hate that word. क्योंकि आपके सामने है, आपके साथ पढ़ाई किया करती है. ऐसा नहीं है. She came from somewhere America and directly landed here for 10th standard. She was with us from all the years. So it is why I have called this. How did she perform that? And you want to know one more beautiful thing? I will ask her, she will tell you. Now before I ask her anything, on behalf of management, on behalf of our staff, let me give her a bouquet and invite her for today's function. Let her sit. Why should she stand? Now, the first one is, first question which you all have a common. Did you go for any tuition classes?
No.
I don't hear. Please repeat.
I did not go to any tuition classes.
Can you all hear? You all have a mindset that when you go for a classes, you can do. Let me make one thing very clear. It is your hard work which will make your future. There is a proverb in English. When goal is set and you do hard work, then success is definite because already goal is in yourself. You have decided that I have to get there and you are doing hard work. I don't think even God needs to do anything extraordinary blessing. Why? Regular hard work itself is the blessing given by Him to you. Where you will definitely reach your success. Then I one more thing. Half of our people after coming to 10th standard, they want to do this. What? You are here not to search yourself. This is what is the proverb says. You are not here to search yourself, but to grow and mold yourself. हम जब अभी जन्म हुए जैसा हम कौन है बोलकर ढूंढना शुरू करते हैं तो आप आगे कैसे पहुंचेंगे खुद को हमें पता ही नहीं है तो all that is already over. Now you have to grow, mold and reach your goal. Okay? Now I have told her about her marks. I have told her that she has not attended any tuition classes. Now let us continue the remaining questions. Priya, did you go for any extra guidance or anybody else who want to support you or anything like that apart from our NKES staff?
No ma'am, only NKES teachers guided me and only NKES teachers guided me. If I had any queries, I used to ask them. That's all.
Children, you need a big clap for our NKES staff. Very clearly she said, only NKES teachers. Let me tell you, we have the best teachers. Today onwards, nobody's mother or father will come and tell me, oh teacher ने ये बोला, वो teacher ने वो बोला. क्यों? Teacher कुछ बोलते हैं तो आपको अच्छे के लिए बोलते हैं. It is not that she is angry or she is upset and she is showing that or coming over here. Every one of us with all that तन मन मिलाकर स्कूल आते हैं सिर्फ आपको सिखाने के लिए पढ़ाने के लिए and you reach your goal. Now it doesn't mean that I am expecting everybody to get 96.4. Let me make one thing clear. No. It is your efficiency, your capability, but I want you to learn that hard work how to do, how she prepared. Now there are many people like now in our own staff also I can name one or two teachers. एक बार नजर डाला तो उनको पता है. They can teach you, they can tell you, they can explain you everything. People like me need to do 2 times or 3 times. In one touch or in one flow, I cannot remember. Is it wrong? No. If that teacher is studying for half an hour, then I have to study for 1 hour, 1.5 hours. That is what I have to think. I need not compare myself to her or feel jealous of that teacher. But what I have to do is, वो आधा घंटे में इतना कर रही है, उसका आधा मार्क मुझे मिलना है तभी कम से कम 1 घंटा नहीं तो 1.5 घंटा करना पड़ेगा. So this is what is that approach you need. Now we will start asking her one by one. Now in a day, how many hours you were studying?
Usually we had online classes, so I used to get a lot of time. Then also I used to study for maximum 5 hours, that's all, for self-study. And remaining that I used to do the homework that teacher gave. And means I think that that teachers teach, we should revise it and put self-effort so that we can remember it for a longer time. So that I did self-study for more time, and in between I used to divide them in slots so that I don't get bored up, and I get refreshed also, and side by side I used to study also.
Thank you. See, she said she did minimum 5 hours. After that, she had the self-efforts, that homework or exercise, whatever is given to that she was doing. And she divided that time, not all continuous maths or science or social, but dividing that so that there is a refreshment. Now, when she said that, I want to ask her again, what was your entertainment? In a day, how many hours you were just whiling the time or watching TV or anything like that? Because children, I think that also we need to ask. What do you say?
Yes.
Yes.
minimum 2 hours like that a week, like with mobile or playing with my pets and watching television.
So in the 24 hours, 2 hours she used for recreation of playing with the pets or watching TV or using mobile, all those things. So I have given you the overall outlook how she has done. Now, in a day, 5 hours minimum she said she has done both. For our case, 5 hours will be less. Why? There are 6 subjects. So you have to do 6 subjects. Apart from that, you are working on writing or doing exercise, all those. Now, subject-wise teachers will come and ask you, but I just wanted to know, your mother tongue is Hindi, but then also your Marathi marks is 95 more than Hindi. How did you get that marks? Because your Marathi marks are more than Hindi, which is your mother tongue. Please remember, it is not just by hearting. Why? In the new paper pattern, you cannot by heart anything, especially for the languages. Until you regularly do, let us get her tips and tricks what she followed to score that marks. Priya.
Yeah, so my mother tongue is not obviously Marathi. So I used to put a lot of effort. So I thought that Marathi will bring me down, means my percentage will come down because of Marathi as it is a language also. But my teachers always supported me and they guided me and gave me tricks. I used to ask them that I don't think I can score well in Marathi. So Shumangi teacher and Vidya teacher always were with me and told me how to, means I used to understand things first and then write them down. So I did these things.
Did you listen to her? What did she say? It was not just reading. Our children only read. Exam day paper में पहली बार लिख कर देते हैं, उसमें लड्डू जिलेबी निकलते हैं. She says she was reading as per the guidance of the teacher and she was writing the answer and practicing. That makes the difference. Let me ask one more thing to you. Now, maths paper was difficult. Explain that and what made you get only 92, whereas we were expecting 98 or 99 for you. What caused that problem?
Actually, according to me, in geometry, the last question, which was of 8 marks, was quite difficult for me. But then too, I did not leave that question. I attended. So, but I did not came to any conclusion or the answer was not right. I myself knew it. But I attended and it was not the question from the textbook that made my score come down to 92.
Now, those who are already experts in maths, please listen to that. Now, last year 25% was deleted. Then also they have given the question paper from out of the book, that is hard questions they say, where you have to use your brain and solve. This year, I am telling you, already we got the GR where it is 100% portion in all the subjects. So you have come back to the pre-COVID times, 2019 time. Okay, ये 2 साल ऐसा वैसा था, वो गया खत्म. अभी आपके लिए clear है, already GR has come right from 1st standard to 12th standard, full portion, full textbook, the old pattern of everything. So अभी भी कोई सोएंगे तो जागो, because it is not the time that you can sleep. Got it? Now I request other teachers. I have 4 chairs only, so 3 teachers can come. 3 language teachers please come. Followed by that 3 subject teachers will come to question her in her subject, in their subject, your opinion as well as her opinion. English teacher, Marathi teacher, Hindi teacher, please come. morning everyone.
Good morning, teacher.
Actually, writing English paper, everybody feels it's very easy. We find difficult in writing skills. I would like to ask Priya, firstly, how did you use your 3 hours paper for writing question number 1 to 7? And what are the points did you highlight while writing the answers? Did you use your time for underlining the important points for language? These 2 things I want you to do. And how did you use your 3 hours time?
Firstly, I used to divide the time and give more time to writing skills, as from passage we can get directly answers, but writing skills we have to think on our own and then write, create sentences and then write. But as teacher said that did you underline the important words or the keywords? Yes, I took out time for underlining those to make my paper presentation more attractive, so that the teacher finds interest in reading my paper or not just checking it and giving me less marks. And for writing skills, I used to read a lot so that I get I come to learn new words which mean the same, but by reading them we used to feel like it is something else and attract the teacher so that they give us more marks.
Thank you. So in brief, in short, we have to underline the words, we have to underline the quotes. So these are the actual, when she was with me in 8th standard, I had already given her that tip that you have to underline the quotes. If you are using a proverb, underline those proverbs. If you are using any dialogues, underline those dialogues. These are the key points. And she was more into reading, so she would use new words along with it. So you have to carry your dictionary 24/7 with you like a holy book. Thank you. Here, you have to remember one thing that I can tell you is, whenever there are passage comprehensions, first you read the question and then you read the passage. Why? If you know the question, when you read the passage, automatically answer is ready. First you will read the passage and then you will go for the question. इसका मतलब क्या है? तभी आप ढूंढ रहे, तो वापस पैराग्राफ में आ रहे. तो थोड़ा उल्टा करो, पहले क्वेश्चन पढ़ाई करो, उसके बाद पैराग्राफ पढ़ाई करो. So you have to do practice. Unless and until सबको बड़े-बड़े मुंह में ना, we say in English, they can make castles in the air. मतलब पैलेस बना सकते हैं हवा में. बराबर सामने बनाओ बोले तो ये ईंट लगाने को नहीं आता है. So for that people in English they say they can make castles in the air. So make the habit of writing. Now I would like to ask our Marathi teacher, Shubhangi teacher. Teacher, to you. Good morning everybody.
Good morning, teacher.
Actually प्रियाला मी 8वी आणि 9वी पूर्ण शिकवलं मराठी. 10वी मध्ये काही दिवस मी होते ऑनलाईन असेपर्यंत IT. त्याच्यानंतर तिने अभ्यास केला, पण सुद्धा मी तिला बऱ्याच वेळा टिप्स देत होते काही ना काही. त्याचा उपयोग तिला झाला असावा असं मला वाटतंय. पण तिने त्याचा उपयोग केला नाही. मी जे सांगितलं की असं लिहित जा, स्टोरीचे इथं असं लिहित जा, असं तिला मी काय काय पाठवत होते, मी पर्सनली तिला पाठवत होते ते. त्यामुळे तिने तिचा उपयोग केला असावा असं मला वाटतंय. बाकी तिचं प्रेझेंटेशन अतिशय उत्तम होतं. तरी सुद्धा तू रायटिंग स्किलचा अभ्यास कशा पद्धतीने केलास की त्याच्यात तुला 80 मध्ये 75 मार्क्स मिळाले, याचा फक्त 5 मार्क मिस झाले. तर रायटिंग स्किलचा अभ्यास तू कसा केलास असं त्याला थोडंफार सांगशील तर बरं होईल.
In writing skills, like Shubhangi teacher and Priya teacher both teach me that we should include proverbs and quotes related to that topic. So I used to connect it with me so that I can elaborate the topic more and the teacher gets interest in reading it as well. And in letter and all, I used to by heart the format of that. I knew the format and I used to by heart some lines that teacher gave me, and I used to use that in our paper. And that's all. also I use like lines, and first the title, then introduction, and then content, and then conclusion I gave, and lastly I gave the moral of the story. That's all.
You have to understand, so simple that girl. For everything she said, everything, only that I did. Only that I did. Okay? She's not making it that I have done that, I have done this, like that. After doing everything, she says, only I did this much. But the score is 95. As your Marathi teacher said, out of 80 she got definitely 75. So in the orals, imagine 20 out of 20 she is given. So getting 75 marks in Marathi is not a simple joke. Now I would like to ask our Hindi teacher. Teacher, it is to you. Aparna teacher.
थैंक यू। और तालियां बजाने जैसा ऐसा कुछ नहीं है बेटा। आप लोग तालियां बजाकर विषय को अलग मत कीजिए, ठीक है? आप यहाँ समझने के लिए आए हैं तो पहले समझिए वो क्या रहा है। प्रिया यहाँ आपसे कुछ कह रही है। सबसे बड़ी बात उसने कही कि उसने किसी भी तरह की ट्यूशन नहीं ली है, कोई क्लासेस उसने ज्वाइन नहीं की। ओनली दिस ओनली दैट, यानी कि सिर्फ और सिर्फ वो स्कूल पर निर्भर थी, और इसीलिए उसमें इतनी विनम्रता है कि वो हर चीज़ का श्रेय सिर्फ 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 करके दे रही है। अब मैं प्रिया से दो चीज़ें पूछना चाहूँगी। एक तो ये राइटिंग स्किल के बारे में आपने तो बताया ही है, परंतु गद्य खंड के बारे में विशेषतः बताइए कि गद्य खंड के प्रश्न कैसे बनाए जाने चाहिए, उसकी टिप्स आप दीजिए। वो इनकी समझ में नहीं आता है तो जो कंपोजिट वाले हैं उनको 4 मार्क का नुकसान, और जो संपूर्ण वाले हैं उनको 5 मार्क का नुकसान हो सकता है आपकी गलतियों की वजह से। टीचर्स आप लोगों को हमेशा बताते हैं, परंतु फिर भी आपका खुद का एक साथी आपको बताएगा तो शायद आपकी जल्दी समझ में आएगा। एक वो, और दूसरा प्रिया आप थोड़ा व्याकरण के बारे में बताइए, क्योंकि जहाँ तक मेरा ख्याल है व्याकरण में आपको पूर्ण मार्क मिले होंगे। तो 80 में से प्रिया को हिंदी में 74 मार्क्स मिले हैं डेफिनेटली। 20 मार्क मैंने दिए थे उसको और 74 उसने खुद कमाए हैं। इस तरह से उसका स्कोर हुआ 94। तो लैंग्वेजेस में इतने मार्क्स आना सच में बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट है, बहुत कठिन है। और इस समय अगर आप लोगों को लग रहा होगा कि पेपर बहुत ही आसान तरीके से करेक्शन हुए हैं, तो ऐसा नहीं है बेटा। जैसा रूटीन में हर साल पेपर करेक्शन होते थे उसी तरह इस वर्ष भी हुए हैं। किसी भी तरह की लीनियंसी नहीं बरती गई है, बल्कि और अच्छे से देखा गया है कि कहीं किसी सब्जेक्ट में लीनियंट हुए हैं क्या टीचर, तो थोड़ा उनको पकड़ा भी गया है। क्योंकि पेपर तुरंत, अगर 250 पेपर एक टीचर के पास जाते हैं तो पूरे 250 पेपर वो चेक करके तुरंत नहीं देती है, उससे 5 पेपर पहले चेक करके मंगवाए जाते हैं। वो 5 पेपर में उसने किस तरह का करेक्शन किया है वो देखा जाता है, और उसके बाद उसको हरी झंडी मिलती है कि आप इसको कंटिन्यू कीजिए, नहीं तो आपकी यहाँ गलती है, आप इतने सारे मार्क्स एक साथ नहीं दे सकती हैं, आपको यहाँ कट करना है, आपको ये करना है। और ये सारे टिप्स देके टीचर्स को फिर करेक्शन करवाया जाता है। तो आप ये मत सोचिए कि ऐसे ही सब कुछ हो जाता है, ऐसे ही उसको मार्क्स मिले नहीं। मैं मैडम से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगी कि स्कूल की ओर से प्रिया के सारे पेपर बोर्ड से निकलवाए जाए, ताकि हम आप लोगों को वो दिखा सके। और ये लीगली हम लोग निकलवा रहे हैं क्योंकि अब सब कुछ हो चुका है, तो पैसे भर के वो पेपर हम निकलवा सकते हैं, उसकी जेरॉक्स कॉपी तो वो हम निकलवाएंगे। आप लोगों को सबको हम जब दिखाएंगे तो आपकी स्वयं समझ में आ जाएगा कि हुआ क्या था और हमें क्या करना है। ठीक है, तो प्रिया आप राइटिंग स्किल में गद्य खंड और व्याकरण इसको थोड़ा सा ब्रीफ कीजिए हमें क्या। और सबसे पहले मेरी शुभकामना स्वीकार कीजिए। हमको बहुत खुशी है, आप जैसे बच्चे हमारे जीवन में बहुत सारे आए हैं, ऐसा हमको लगता है ना।
गद्य खंड में तो पहले कैसे, कहाँ, क्यों ऐसे प्रश्न मैंने बनाए, और जो अंतिम प्रश्न मेरा हमेशा फिक्स होता था जो है प्रस्तुत गद्य खंड को उचित शीर्षक दीजिए।
आपको नहीं बनाना,
इसलिए मतलब खाली
नहीं बनाना है।
अच्छा ठीक है, तो टीचर ने कहा कि वो नहीं बनाना है। और
कैसे आपको कहाँ नहीं इस्तेमाल करना है,
शुरुआत में भी इस्तेमाल होते, जरूरी नहीं है कि हमेशा शुरुआत में ही हो, बीच में भी बीच में ही उसका उपयोग करना है। और जैसे मतलब अगर सिर्फ 5 प्रश्न बनाने बोले हैं तो एक्स्ट्रा हम लोग बना सकते हैं, तो 8 प्रश्न मैंने बनाए थे, जिससे कि एक तो अगर बीच में गलत भी हो गए तो फिर
पेपर आएगा तो हम भी देख लेंगे।
और ग्रामर की बात, ग्रामर में जैसा आपको सिखाया था मैंने वैसे ही किया। और बाकी तो मतलब डिविजन था तो ऑप्शन भी थे ही। हाँ, संधि में सबसे ज्यादा मुझे डाउट था, पर संधि इजी आई, मतलब प्रैक्टिस कर करके आपसे पूछ के वो संधि भी हो ही गया, और 2 मार्क्स में संधि के लिए लगता है, ऐसा नहीं लगता, नहीं मिली चली।
Very nice. Aparna teacher has suggested me to bring her papers. Definitely we will try for that. If there is time limitation is there, immediately today we will try to talk to my office people to forward the process so that we get the Xerox copies of all the subjects of her. That is one thing. Very important and useful thing that she has told me. Another thing, आज के बाद कोई भी आकर ना बच्चे ना पैरेंट आपका स्कूल आपका टीचर बोलेंगे नहीं। क्यों? You have seen the way they said, she said, the replies that only NKES. And here I have to say, all the teachers who are teaching you, they all are examiners or moderators or chief moderators. Nobody is there that without correcting paper they are teaching you. So you have an experienced teacher.
Or there were some things like steps. You must have missed some steps. Do you feel like that? Or are the steps important? This is the first thing which I want you to speak to the students. And second, all the work and no key makes that one. I believe in this. And you were doing extracurricular activities along with your studies. Just share your things in these 2 regards.
Steps are very important in math because if we miss any steps then teacher cuts our marks. So in that question, I am sure that question only made my marks, and nowhere else my steps were wrong. And in curricular activities, I used to participate in all the activities that I can, because I used to be engaged with everyone, so that not only I am in studies but also in other things, which made me feel fresh and active as well.
Thank you, Priya. Now I pass it on to Flora.
Good morning, madam. Good morning to all.
Good morning.
Priya was a very sincere student. She used to complete all her work. That's what I noticed. I was teaching her maths once in 9th standard as well as in 10th standard. I always saw that she used to complete her solved examples from the book as well as exercise sums and problem sets also. Why I am telling you people say, you are in 10th standard student. Some children they are just studying the digest. They are learning from the digest. Some other students are only looking at the steps and they are coming. Priya wasn't like that. She used to do all the sums in her notebook, and whenever she used to get doubts, then and there itself during the class only she was asking to me, and I used to teach. Sometimes I used to tell her, you just ask me the doubts so that other students who are not asking the questions, they also will come to know the steps and answers also. So because of that only she is sitting here, she has become the topper also. Now my question to Priya is, how you have prepared yourself to face that HOD type of sum? Many a times in the class, whichever question paper I used to give it to her, not only to her, entire class, and we used to solve the sums together. So whenever she got any doubt, she used to come to me after school also. So other than that, anything else you have referred to prepare yourself to face the HOD type of sums?
For HOD type of sums, I used to refer the previous year questions, in which last questions were HOD types, and I used to solve some practice papers because not only in geometry I did so because I was not able to complete the textbook portion only, that's why. But I think according to me algebra was quite easy, and so I did not only from textbook, I used other materials also and practiced them.
I want to add up one more thing. Last year, since portion 25% reduced, we had only 4 lessons in Maths 1. This is not the case for this year, students. So you have to put hard effort this year. So she said it was quite easy because 2-3 lessons weren't there.
Here I will add one more thing. Geometry has got one extra lesson as compared to algebra. So this is something really it affects, and it is a technical subject. You need to know technique. There is no models questions, kindly guide or just tell your views on this video.
According to me, geometry required more practice because the sums which were there in the practice set were totally different from the sums which were there in the problem set. So for that also I used to ask Nitina teacher because first I used to ask that problem set questions also come in exam, but then teacher told not only practice set, we have to do all the things from the textbook as well as we have to practice more and more to secure good marks.
Thank you, Priya. I'll hand it over to Rafi teacher.
Good morning to everyone. Happiest congratulations to Priya, and I am the proud class teacher of Priya. So congratulations again. Now, before I go to the subject science, I just want you to clarify. You said you were studying, devoting 5 hours of your day for studying. So was it 5 hours for one subject, or did you have a specific timetable for those 5 hours?
I used to give equal importance to all the subjects because neglecting any subject would really fetch my marks down. So I used to divide the time like 45 minutes for each subject and break in between, and yeah, that's all. And for science also I did the same.
But then was it maths every day, and for how much time?
Maths, yes, I did every day, and the subject which I did not did every day was social science. Means I used to understand those things and learn all those things, and did not do it. Means alternate days I did, and the rest of the subjects I gave a little time and did it.
Now the next question, as she said, she was practicing maths every day. Please underline this. Though I am not teaching you maths, but still, whenever you are studying for mathematics, it cannot be done that exam में तो आज बैठ के पढ़ेंगे नहीं होता maths. Every day, devote time for maths. Now, as a science teacher, how were you studying science? Because science is a subjective subject. हिस्ट्री ज्योग्राफी उसमें स्टोरी है, याद हो जाता है. साइंस में स्टोरी नहीं है. How were you learning science? Was it a specific method that you were using, a specific technique that was being followed?
The best technique that you only gave, that was reading textbook again and again. Firstly, I used to not read that textbook that carefully, but when I asked teacher why this is happening, why my marks are going down, so she suggested me that you should read the textbook thoroughly so that any personal question also or the application based question which is asked, so you can answer it easily. So I used to read the textbook again and again so that the chapters and the concept become clear.
So I think the point that I keep on underlining in the classes is very clear now. Even if you don't read your digest, no problem, but read the textbook when you are preparing for the science paper. It holds good for both science 1 as well as science 2. Now the second question is, what was the method of your presenting the science paper? What is the special method? You had a proper technique for writing your paper. By presenting your paper, what are the tips that you would like to give to your friends?
In brief answers and short notes, I used to write it in points. First introduction point I used to write, then if the question is of 2 marks, then I used to write 4 points. First, second, third and fourth. And then 3 marks question, 6 points. I used to divide it and write.
Okay, so she was writing her answers point-wise, underlining the important points. When you are drawing the diagram and when you are labeling it, see to it that it is neat only on one side as far as possible. These are the points for presentation. Now comes the golden question. Science 1 is a technical subject where you have physics, but science 2 is totally subjective. Then the textbook may have less number of pages, but the content that it carries is vast. So what were you going to learn science 2 specially?
In that also I used to read the textbook, and I used to I got a lovely question paper set, and then I used to close the textbook and then open that book and just see the questions and try to answer it by myself and see that how much I have completed the chapter. Then I used to come to know that to what extent I have studied and what I have studied more.
I don't remember in which class I was discussing this, but I think 2 days back I discussed the same thing. That science paper, if you want at least getting passing marks, you have to target for the 10 marks. Question number 1 A and B, both in science 1 as well as in science 2. और अगर वो marks चाहिए 10 science 1 में 10 science 2 में, read the textbook. That is the underlining statement to pass in science. Okay, so Priya, anything else that you would like to tell them while studying science, you can. Or is my questions are over? Thank you.
Now before going ahead, first I'll finish social studies question, then I will go ahead. Sorry, she is English teacher. I have made a mismatch, like I thought Abhita is English teacher and this teacher was social teacher. Now English teacher's turn.
Thank you, madam. Good morning to one and all present here. First of all, I would like to congratulate Priya and wish you all the best for the successful life ahead. Okay, related to English as a subject, what I have observed right to 9th standard, right from the online classes, she's been constantly doing well, and whatever I would guide, accordingly she would follow. That is what I have observed it. And secondly, whatever mistake she would make, and I would highlight that, definitely the next time she would not repeat the same. She would commit some new mistakes so that she is learning out of that. That was my observation. But the question that I would like to ask you is, on behalf of all the students, right now I am teaching 10th day, and again they had this question, so on behalf of them, I would like to ask that you secured 96 in English, which is again a surprising thing for the students, that how she can secure 96 in language. So I would want you to share how did you prepare yourself.
In English, firstly, that textual passages and non-textual passages. Our teacher used to give us the means not only passages from textbook but also from outside for practice. And that personal response question I used to attempt, and I used to write it down myself because it is always a personal response, and it is 2 marks question from every passage. So there also I used to get marks, but then in writing skills I did not get good marks before, but then I used
Now, more or less all the teachers have asked. Now I am going to ask a general question. Your textbook point of view, by which month you have completed? By December first round or by November? That way I want to know. How many times you completed your textbook? See, because when I had my daughter, she had interest only for maths. Let me be very frank. She got 65 marks in what you call Marathi, for which I was in cloud nine. Because I don't know even a ABCD in Marathi. That time also the credit goes to Shubhangi teacher. She used to tell, now my daughter is around 30 years. I am talking to you about when she did 10th standard, when these 5 subjects rules were not there, she got 65 marks. But maths, out of 150, she got 148. By December, she completed the portion. Full textbook. Afterwards, January, second revision, February, third revision, like that. The moment she sees the question, she will say, the answer A hai Amma. I will look at her. Why not here? Not here? Like you know, the typical mother. Forget teacher. The typical Amma. I will do. Then she will say, no Amma. I have already done 3 times or 4 times. So some dictate मुझे पता है उसका answer क्या है. Now I want the same question to be asked to Priya. When did she complete her first revision of all the subjects? Then second, third, and totally how many revisions she did for the final examination? To you, Priya.
I completed my portion in the first week of January, and firstly I completed algebra, and remaining I used to practice again and again the same things, and I did practice of the whole textbooks approximately 2 to 3 times.
You all listen what did she say? Full textbook 2 to 3 times she has done. Every lesson. हम लोग एक लेसन का आंसर 2 बार 3 बार पढ़ने के पहले सब कुछ तकलीफ होता है, सब जगह तकलीफ होता है. Okay? And please remember one more thing. Primary में मुझे 100 मिलता था, 5th में मिलता था, वो सब छोड़ दीजिए. क्यों? वो सब इतने थे. KG section में 100 मिलता है. That is not the problem. Now you are in 10. Here every full stop, every comma makes a difference in the language papers. So you have to work hard. Don't ask, मुझे क्यों नहीं मिला? ऐसे पूछा तो आपको डिमांड कर रहे हैं. मैंने इसमें गलती क्या किया? When you ask that, you want to change. आपको खुद को सुधारना चाहते हैं. गलती हो गया बोलकर. Now we are talking this much. I hardly see 3 or 4 children taking some tips. Remaining all are घर की कहानी जैसा सुन रहे. I don't know कितना याद रहने वाला है, कितना याद करने वाला है. Now the last question to you, Priya. Now, what she wants to do, and for that, what is that she is doing? Let us ask. What is her goal? Further goal?
My goal basically is IIT Bombay, and I am working for that, and I want to do engineering in computer science, and so I have taken admission in college, and yeah, I will be working hard for it, and will surely achieve my goal.
Here I have to tell you all one thing. She has joined in Kota College, Kota in Rajasthan. It is a particular institute where they train, like from morning 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock, like that. Only they will be training for that IIT JEE time. So she has joined there. What was my question to her was, when you did not attend the class also, why should you go there and read? What don't you do here? This was my question to her. To that she said, no madam, my mother is also coming and she's ready to take care. I want to focus, not in a generalized manner, in a particularly specific manner. So I said all the best, because it is child's wish. Overall, where you are happy, you have to achieve that. That's all. Not necessarily everybody should be good in maths or everybody should be good in Marathi. Whatever is your ambition, achieve that. Now I want to give a choice to you. Any one of you who have any doubts you can ask. Beyond the questions that we have asked, all the subject teachers, myself, beyond that, is there any question anybody is having? Students, boys? Boys, do you have any question to ask Priya? Yes? Come friend. Because my mic cannot come subject, so it's better that you come over here. Girls, be ready. But the question should not be repeated.
My name is Priya Pandey. My question to Priya is, according to you, did you give your 100%?
Beautiful question.
Yes, I obviously gave my 100% because I wanted the results and I worked hard for that and gave my 100%.
In fact, I will tell in a different manner. She has not worked 100%. She has worked 150 or 200%. That is the reason she has come up to 96.4. Why? If you see, I don't know whether you know or not, in the science we say, when you want to throw an arrow, if you want there, you can't look down and think that your arrow will reach up. So you have to think above so that your arrow will come little down. So definitely she has done 150% or 200%. That is the reason she has scored 96.4. Anybody else from here? Any doubt? Please come. I know you, but I forgot your name. Good night. Correct. Say.
Good morning everyone, my name is Untitled Singh. First of all, congratulations Priya Devi. And my question is to you that in writing skills we are not aware of the questions what we get in examination. So which type of topics have you practiced for?
I used to read a lot and used to solve the practice papers that were there, and the topics are usually the same and the current things that are going on. So I used to read on it and then use it in my paper.
Thank you, Lati. Anybody else? Yes, please come.
Firstly, congratulations Priya Ji. So my question is, as Traffic teacher says, numericals in Science 1 comes for optional. So did you practice all the numericals from all the chapters from Science 1?
No, I did not practice all because means in first chapter gravitation, means according to me they were a bit hard, so I did not practice them. Means only for that 3 marks I cannot let go my other marks, so I did not do that and did rest of my things there. Other chapters like refraction and all, in that I did all the things.
See how beautifully she said. She has managed her timings. First chapter was difficult. She did not do extra timing over there. Instead, she concentrated on the other chapters, other sum. Because there will be any option will be there. No, 4 was given any 3, 5 given any 4. So in that 3 marks if it comes, that is okay. See, in the full textbook, 1 lesson, 1-2 marks she has not learned means that is not going to make a difference. But the remaining, that, here for us is everything is the same question. Where I want to, why I have called you today is, even if 50% to 60% if you improve your way of approach and your way of hard work, you will reach your goal. I am repeatedly telling you, am I asking you same 96.4? No. See, all 5 fingers are not same. All children are not equal. Everybody will have their own positive and negative or their abilities and negative sides. But you improve for that point of view. Can you go and talk to her like this for half an hour? Every one of you? Not possible. So I called her, which it looks like an exit interview. In the companies, when they are in a very good post like CEO, the person switchovers from here to there, they will generally ask, sir, how did you do? What made you to reach this level? Like that. The same thing we wanted to ask in the student level, how she could get there. Okay? Any doubt?
Didi, my question is that after SSC, what you have to do, how you decided it? How you came to the conclusion that yeah, I have decided that I'm going to go in this field or that? Because our mind confuses us that we can do this, we can become that. So what came the point to the conclusion?
After 10th we have a lot of options first of all, and I Yeah, that's all. You just have to see your interest and don't listen to anybody else and do what you like. That's all.
Let me tell you why I did not do, I could not do, you do. This is as another expectation. So very clearly she said, don't listen to anybody. After SSC exam, underlined by Abhita teacher, not before that. Up to 10th standard, you have to listen because she only told you that she was listening to the words of the teachers and she has landed with this marks. So, thank you children. Thank you.
It has been such an honor to be a part of this wonderful event. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all the others. I'm glad to be standing here to express my vote of thanks. A special thanks to our chief guest, Ms. Priya Pandey, for accepting our invitation and for being here with us today. Your thoughts have truly inspired the students. I thank our members of the management, our principal madam, Srimati Uma Maheshwari, always supporting and guiding us in innovative ways. Our teachers, the superstars of today, always put in a lot of effort and love into making each student a good and a wonderful human being. You have always been generous with your time when your students needed you. Thank you, dear teachers. I would be failing in my duty if I did not thank my students who have made this day possible. I would also like to thank each and every one of you for being here and making this day a wonderful and memorable one for everyone. Thank you once again.